What's up, everybody? What's up, Shaun?
What's
Um,
up, Rob?
what's up, right, dude? How's it going? Um,
Ah, yeah,
today something really good happened and something really bad happened. See, good things can't always happen without something bad happening in return. Like
yeah,
it, you know. So the good news is I crossed 30,000 subscribers earlier today.
yeah. You did.
Uh, that was a grind, bro. I was doing 2 to 3 videos a day, a live stream every single day for the past 2 weeks to try to hit that number. The Steam Machine videos are doing well. I'm starting to run out of topics to talk about with the Steam Machine. So
Right.
I need a video today. I have no idea what the topic's going to be. I already talked about is it weak, how much it's going to cost, when it's going to come out, why you should care, what you're going to like. I don't know what else to talk about it. But so the good news is I crossed 30,000. Here comes the bad news, right? You want to know what the bad news is?
Go for it.
I go on my phone and like I normally do, I have a little ritual and I hate to be the one to bring this news to everybody, but there's now age verification for X videos.
Hmm. Interesting.
First Pornhub, now X videos. How am I supposed to have my daily dose of pornography if there's age restrictions on everything? X
Some.
videos was the last holdout. Bad enough Pornhub did it, so I don't get to watch my Candy Love videos anymore. But now all the new chicks I find on X video, they're all gone. I have 38 bookmarks on my phone for different videos. Like these are my go-tos. Like, what am I into? Am I into Latinas today? This is what I'm going to. Maybe I want a little bit of threesome lesbians. Oh, maybe I'm in the middle, like in the mood for some blondes, Asians, whatever. No, go on there. It's completely like age restricted now. So now I have to resort like a caveman and search through Twitter in order to find any type of pornography. When we going back to
Twitter has that stuff.
yeah, Twitter has shitloads, man.
Wow. I don't think
And
I've come across that.
oh yeah, well, dude, once you hit one like on something, your algorithm goes up, man. And so I just go through and bookmark them so I have them in case I want them now. But hopefully Elon Musk is a man of culture and he's like, I'm not going to restrict pornography on Twitter, because if that happens, then I'm going to have to go back to the caveman days of buying Playboys and Hustlers like my dad. And I
Man.
felt like we progressed as a society, not digressed. Like, what the hell is going on? Am I gonna have to start going to adult stores and buying DVDs and Blu-rays? Like, what the hell is going on with the world? The internet used to be open for everybody, right? I remember being in middle school and going to the public library just to see titties on the computer. Now everything's age restricted.
At the public library, you didn't
Hell
get kicked
yeah.
out for that.
Well,
Ne-
I picked a computer facing the
oh,
wall.
I got you. The only thing I've noticed on Twitter is that you get a million requests for from people to join their OnlyFans site.
Yeah,
And
I don't click
oh
on
my
none of
god,
that.
I don't either. Those things get blocked immediately. But the same picture comes through a million times with different usernames. I'm like, leave me
Yes.
alone. Come on.
There's this one blonde chick. I hit the heart favorite, right?
Mhm.
And that same different pictures, but the same person on like 30 different accounts. I have no idea what her actual name is because I would like to see what her actual name is so I can
Mhm.
follow her. But her picture, but different poses and stuff like that on 30 different accounts. I'm like, I have no idea who this chick is or whatever. But it drives me nuts, man. It drives me nuts because in the internet always the key selling point for the internet back in the day was it was like endless opportunities. Like everything was open to you, right? Now it feels like we have to age restrict everything. And I'm just like, why isn't parents just policing their kids? Like, why do I have to? I'm not uploading my license to the internet. Hell no. Like, I'm not doing
You had
that.
to do that for
You know?
YouTube, didn't you?
Maybe it's been so many years I don't remember. But
Yeah,
YouTube is
because I had
different than
to.
uploading my license to YouTube is much different than uploading your license to like Pornhub and X video because you have no idea what they're going to
Sure.
use that shit for. You know?
Sure. I mean, I understand why some states are cracking down on it because it is getting out of control with these younger kids, and it's setting unrealistic expectations for them, like for when they reach adulthood. But like you said, at the same time, that is partially something that should be looked at by the parents. They should be paying attention to what their child is doing on their devices. So I remember back in the day, you could have like the whole, I forget what it was called, but Norton would offer like
Yes.
an internet protection thing. And so you
Yes.
could you could just completely put it on parental controls and you couldn't access certain things. So,
Yeah. Geeky guy coming in with her $2. But before I get to the super chats, I just want to take this opportunity to thank everyone who came by and subscribed to the channel, crossed the 30,000. That was a goal I wanted to be set by the end of the year. So we're not even 6 months into the year. We hit that goal, so that was awesome. We hit 29,000 about a month or two ago. So I thought it was going to take a year to hit another 30 or hit 30 at least. Now I got to come up with a topic for the Steam Machine. I already did PlayStation Scared of the Steam Machine, but I kind of want to do like, why should you? I don't know, man. Maybe this live stream will help me think of something, and then I can go. Geek got doing a $2 super chat. Saw Obsession earlier. Yep, I believe the hype. Obsession is my #1 movie of the year. As of now, we're still early in the year. That movie is effing phenomenal. This movie cost $750,000 to make, and it made $20 million in 1 week. That movie
what's it about?
You ever seen that movie Superman, or you ever seen the CW Superman and Lois show?
Yeah.
With their kids?
Yeah.
You remember the one kid, Jordan, his girlfriend, Lana Lang's daughter?
Uh-huh.
She's the main actress in this movie.
Okay.
So what the movie is about is this her friend has a crush on her, and she's getting ready to quit her job, and he might never see her again. So he's trying to like want to ask her out, right? But he's so scared, and he's very awkward. And he goes to like a witchcraft store because she's into spiritual like crystals, and she lost hers. So he wanted to buy her a gift. So, just to, try to like butter her up, but he chickens out and ends up buying this thing called the One Wish Willow. It's a stick, and you can make a wish and crack it, and your wish will come true. And he made a wish like, she will love me more than anyone in the world, and he cracked it. And then she like comes obsessed with him, like to the fact where she's like locking him in his house, standing by his bathroom, watching him sleep. But the twist per se, it's not really a twist, because if you watch the trailer, you can see it's not really her. She's possessed by another spirit that is obsessed with him, and the other spirit is forcing her to do all these things. And then it goes from there. If you ever watched that the movie back in the 90s called The Crush with Elisa Silverstone,
oh yeah,
it's almost similar to that if you take that premise and add a supernatural element to it.
Interesting.
But she is phenomenal. I have not seen a performance that good since James McAvoy in Split.
Oh yeah, that was a good performance.
Because she turns it on a dime, which is funny. And this is gonna sound like hate, and I don't mean it to sound like hate, because I think this actor deserved it. It blows my mind how Michael B. Jordan wins an Oscar for playing two twins, which has been done millions of times in Hollywood. But someone like James McAvoy, who played like 12 different people in the same movie, doesn't even get nominated. And I'm telling you right now, as good as this chick is in this movie, she's not going to get nominated. So nothing against James McAvoy, nothing against him, but not James McAvoy, but Michael B. Jordan. I think he deserves it. Message me when you're done. I will, Chris. Nothing against him at all, but I think he deserves an Oscar. But I feel like really he paid two people, sure. Like James McAvoy played like 30 people in the same movie. Like, what are we talking about? Anyway,
right.
Phenomenal movie. Right now, it's my movie of the year. I do have Project Hail Mary on VOD, thanks to my homeboy Abs, which I will plan on watching sometime during this Memorial weekend. And then
I need to see that. I hear it's really good.
I wanted to see it in theaters. My wife had no interest in it, So I'm like, well, I'll wait for it to come out on VOD and we'll watch it. I bought my tickets for Mandalorian and Grogu for tomorrow morning. And now Chris has messaged me because I had to wait until you were done talking about Inception. I don't want to be but dude, everything I said was in the trailer, bro. I didn't spoil the ending. It's in the trailer. Yeah, I gotta talk to Chris because we're supposed to be going to see He-Man together. Let me get to the
Nice.
super chat. Geek Guy's doing a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Rob. Just go to websites like Spank Bang and ePorn. Porner, you can thank me later. Also, Mandalorian was painfully average. Adam loved the movie. I don't know, bro. Danny did not like it. No one I know personally liked it except for Adam. But
see, that's the thing. It looks like it is old school Star Wars again, but I don't want to see. We've been burned so many times over the past decade or so with Star Wars. I don't want to pay for it, so I'm going to probably wait until Disney Plus.
That's fair. That's fair. From what everybody I heard, with the exception of Adam, is that they said that it feels like they took 5 episodes of the show and made it into a movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they said. There's like nothing spectacular about it and anything. Now, I don't know if Adam went in with the lowest expectations and just came out happy, or Danny and the rest of the world went in with high expectations. Here's the thing. I love Adam, but bro, his takes have been off the wall lately. This dude is saying just a bunch of different movies. I can't think of, like, he didn't like Alien Romulus at all. He said Dungeons and Dragons was better than Creed 3. He liked the Marvels movie. Like, there's a lot of stuff that he's just like, I don't know what happened to him in the 4 years that we have not lived together, but he's out there, man.
Dungeons and Dragons is better than Creed 3, by the way.
Hell no, it's not. Hell no, it's not.
Now, if you were to say, if you're going to compare Dungeons and Dragons against Creed 2, I would say absolutely not. But Creed 3, I didn't like.
See, I'm the opposite. I would say Dungeons and Dragons is better than Creed 2.
Is it because it is a rehash of Rocky 4? Is that why you didn't like it so much?
It was, but it didn't make sense logically. So you're just telling me, do you know the chances, Shaun, of a boxer's son whose boxer killed the other boxer and his son meeting up 30 years? Like, what is the fucking chances of that happening? And then they rehash the same thing. He gets beat up. He doesn't listen to Rocky. Rocky comes, trains him. He goes, it's the same shit. It was the most predictable thing I've ever seen in my life.
Granted, you have to go into that movie and turn off your brain completely. You can't have a single functioning brain cell to enjoy that movie. True. I will admit that.
True, but Creed 1 was like an Oscar-type movie. Like, it was deep, it was layered, it was about someone trying to belong. And then, like, Creed 2 was just like straight superhero revenge movie. And I'm like, so I like part 3 because part 3 was very original. It was like, hey, his friend got arrested. You know, he's coming back. He's like using him to take, you know, dude, what? Yeah, I don't know, man. I liked Creed 3 a lot. I think some of the things Michael B. Jordan did toward the end where they were fighting, next thing you know, they're like in a prison cell and stuff. That was weird. He let his anime fandom get in front of him for that one.
I think the biggest problem with the Creed franchise is Ryan Coogler. And I say that.
He only did the first one.
I thought he did all 3 of them.
No, he did the first one. Someone else did the second one, and Michael B. Jordan directed the third one.
But so Ryan Coogler didn't even write?
No, he was only executive producer.
So that's probably why I like Creed 2 more than I like Creed, because what I respect what Ryan Coogler did to bring the franchise back and make it relevant, you know, and focus on Apollo's son. But I just didn't like the way that he was writing it. Yeah, it was very deep, dramatic, and stuff like that. But when you have anything connected to the Rocky franchise, for me, I just want it to be kind of fantastical and just a bunch of fighting, like, you know, some, like, for example, like the fight, and I can't believe I'm going to mention this, but in Rocky 5, the street fight between Tommy Gunn and Rocky Balboa, That movie was horrible, but that street fight was awesome.
That was
Like
the only thing good about the movie.
I agree, but see that aspect is what I like of the Rocky franchise. You know, Rocky 4 was fantastical. Rocky 3 was fantastical. First two, not so much. That's probably why I like 3 and 4, and then Rocky Balboa. Rocky Balboa is probably my second favorite of all.
100%. I don't understand why some people don't like rap. Dude, I remember seeing that in theaters, and I cried.
Oh, it was amazing.
Cried. I mean, I'm a big Rocky fan. My mom and dad watched those movies religiously as a kid, and I remember going there, and he's at the tombstone, and I'm bawling my head off. And I remember, and I felt the same way about Creed 1, because when he goes to because it picks up right where Rocky Balboa left off for the most part, except for now Paulie's dead, and you see him going to Paulie. And I remember bawling in that one. And that was one of the last movies I took my mom to the theater to see. And yeah, but I didn't feel that emotional connection with Creed 2 and Creed 3. You know, it's like
I understand.
I felt like Rocky should have died in Creed 2.
Okay.
I felt like, because like his cancer came back. I mean, technically, I feel like he should have died at the end of Creed 1 with his cancer, you know. But he did the whole thing where he went back to his sons and he made amends with his son, which was great because they got his actual, well, not his actual son, but the son from Rocky Balboa, the guy who played in Hero. They got him to come back, which was good for continuity purposes. But in the third movie, he's not even mentioned, like, at all.
Man, and that speech in Rocky Balboa that he gives his son on the street about how nothing hits as hard as life.
Yep.
Bro, oh my God.
Well, his speech in the courthouse too.
Yeah.
About like you know, wanting to do something and never being able to finish it. There was a lot of really good. I know I got a lot of super chats, guys, but we don't normally talk about Rocky, so let me get this out. If I'm gonna rank the Rocky movies, I would. That's hard, man. Because I like Rocky 4 a lot, but it's a ridiculous movie.
It is. That's what makes it fun.
Movie. Yeah, it's a superhero movie.
Have you seen the director's cut that Stallone did during the pandemic?
No.
I haven't yet either, and I want to find it.
Is it on VOD? I thought it was like, I know they played it in theaters.
I think it's on VOD exclusively.
I gotta check it out, man, because I want to see it. It would be hard to rank the Rocky movies. I guess technically the first one would have to be the best because it started it all. But I would put like Rocky Balboa at a like really like number 2, and then maybe Rocky 4, Rocky 3, Rocky 2. Because I agree, like Rocky 2 just felt like an extension of Rocky 1.
Yeah, it was.
Rocky 5 is at the far bottom, and I mean, dude, I would put all 3 Creed movies over Rocky 5. Especially since they retconned everything from Rocky 5 anyway.
Sure. I'm not mad at that. I would probably have the first Rocky as number 2 and just have Rocky Balboa just above that. And then Rocky 4, Rocky 3,
I think Rocky Balboa is a better movie than Rocky 1. But I feel like you just don't get the payoff of Rocky Balboa if you don't watch Rocky. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, that is logical.
Yeah, but like if I'm gonna put them in order, like if I'm not gonna like list them or rank them like which I think is the best, and just rank them like which ones I would want to watch more, I would watch but I'll watch Rocky Balboa over Rocky 1. If I'm just going in watch order, it'll be Rocky Balboa, Rocky 4, Rocky 3. Then I'll get to like Rocky 1 and then all that stuff. Anyway, we talked about Rocky enough. Let's get to the super chat. Man, who would have thought we'd done a Rocky podcast?
I know.
Mason Clark threw in a $5 super chat. Thank you so much. I know you don't like Peacemaker show. I do. Hey, man, I respect your opinion. But am I the only one who thinks Cena is a better actor than Dwayne? Bro, I took a shit last night that's a better actor than the Dwayne. Batista's 1, Cena's 2. I agree with that list. I've said it. Batista's the best wrestler to actor, and I think Cena's slowly going up there. I do not like The Rock at all.
I think Dwayne's pretty good for what he does. Like he has like a specific genre that he can play well in.
But he's full of his own shit. He thinks he's better than what he is.
No, I don't think he does.
Bro, he went into DC and tried to run the whole fucking thing.
Because it was failing. That's what you do. When...
Bro, you are wearing a Shazam symbol on your hat.
I know.
This dude said he was too good to cameo in the Shazam movies. His character is based off of Shazam's character.
He did say that. You're right. And when he said that, I was like, dude, Dwayne, you're Shazam's villain.
His movie, Black Adam, would have done so much better if he cameoed at the end of Shazam 1 and then had a small cameo in Shazam 2, like a little bigger, like not the main villain, but a little bit bigger, and then have your own movie. And then for the finale, it should have been Superman and Shazam teaming up to take out Black Adam.
One of the reason I'm glad that he didn't cameo in Shazam is because physically, like you would have him standing next to Zachary Levi's Shazam, right?
I understand it.
It would look like Superman. Henry Cavill's Superman would have to come in and pick up Shazam's like broken body to fix everything. And there goes Rob. He's left the stream, everybody. But yeah, I think physically, if you were to stand Dwayne Johnson's Black Adam against Zachary Levi's Shazam, it would look weird. You would need Shazam to be like Henry Cavill physical stature. What do we got? Cool.
I wore this shirt once, and that was the day I went to go see this movie, and it sucked.
See, I liked it for what it was. It wasn't the best movie.
Dude, tell me how Hawkman and Dr. Fate are the best parts of a Black Adam movie starring Black Adam.
Oh, because Dr. Fate is OP. Hawkman, I don't know. Hawkman is just a side character, but Dr. Fate, man, the helmet of Naboo, I mean, all of that stuff. That is like Dr. Fate could snap up the entire Marvel universe by himself.
He retconned his own origin in the Black Adam movie. Not only that, I defy you to find a 15-minute segment consecutively in that movie where he's actually walking. This dude flies everywhere. They spend so much money on CGI. That's like everywhere you look, he's flying here, he's flying there, he's flying. Like, bro, here's the thing. I don't think the movie's horrible. I actually think it's way better than both of the Shazam movies. Like if I would rank it, it would be higher than both Shazam movies. It would be higher than Birds of Prey. It would be higher than Wonder Woman 84. I mean, it would be higher than a lot of those movies. But so much of it, he let his ego get in the way. Like,
okay,
maybe not even an end credit scene, Shaun, or a cameo, but an end credit scene for Shazam. You don't even need to put him next to Zachary Levi. Just show an end credit scene of Shazam, and then just build on the movie.
But instead, we got that end credit scene that was supposed to bring Henry Cavill back, which I thought was an awesome scene.
It was, but it shit the bed because he did it. You think a guy like The Rock, who comes from the wrestling industry, who knows how to promote events like WrestleMania, would know how to promote this damn movie. Instead of him getting on cell phones going, "Hey guys, Black Adam," like he came out like Comic-Con, like with the lightning and stuff. And I'm like, bro, you should have like put Easter egg in.
You remember DC Fandom, like during the pandemic?
Yeah.
Where he was like, "Yes, we're about to change the hierarchy" and all of that stuff.
Yeah, that's the biggest joke in the history of DC. The hierarchy of power will change forever. Yeah. What happened? My favorite was when, like, a couple weeks later, when the movie just bombed, he does this like Instagram video. Goes, "I just got off the phone with my agents, and it looks like Black Adam is making its money back. He's actually made a profit." Everybody just trolls him in the comment section. But I lost respect for him because he's done it. Like, he went to the Fast and Furious franchise, tried to throw his weight around, end up leaving, and guess what? He has an end credit scene in the last movie, so he ends up going back.
What are your thoughts on Hobbs and Shaw?
I think it's a fun movie.
I do too.
I think he has fun movies when he doesn't allow his ego to get in the way. But he does the same thing in WWE. He comes into WWE, he tries to run the main event at WrestleMania. The fans backlash, like, "We don't want you. We want Cody Rhodes to win the belt." And he just, yeah, I can't stand the person of The Rock. I can enjoy his movies as an artist. Some of his movies are bad, but the
I got you.
person, he reminds me of Will Smith. They let their egos
Oh,
get in the
okay.
way.
Yeah, that's a good comparison. I'm on board with that.
Yeah.
Mason, his last super chat. I agree with that because The Flash I thought was a better movie than Black Adam, even though The Flash was very, very bad.
I will get to the other super chats, but since Shaun jumped to this one, let's just get to this one real quick. Mason threw a $5 super chat. You want to know how much I did not like Black Adam? I had fun with The Flash, never once. Here's the thing. I enjoyed The Flash.
A
lot, actually.
Yep.
I feel if Ezra Miller wasn't doing all the stupid shit that he was doing, it would have got way more better reception. And here's the thing. The one thing that bothered, so I don't know if you guys know this. I don't know if you know this, Shaun, but I'm an artist, right? Like I got accepted to the Art Institute of Tampa. I was going to take
nice
professional classes. I ended up not going because of student loans and commuting, so I had to turn it down eventually. But I'm an artist. I draw. I do computer graphics, all that sort of thing. When people tell me that the CGI in Flash was bad, it kills me because you know the scene when he's inside the Speed Force and like you see like
oh yeah,
Christopher Reeves and Supergirl and Nicolas Cage. They're like, oh, the CGI is so bad. It's not supposed to be ultra realistic CGI. It's
right. I agree.
It's supposed to be a pop-up book of time.
So I've been taking up for that scene since the movie dropped. I don't have a problem with it.
But people who don't know anything about art will they just won't get it no matter how much you explain to it. They're like, oh, it's supposed to look realistic. It looks like a video game. No, it's supposed to be artistic. It's supposed to represent time. It's not supposed to look like the real world. It's basically it's like a pop-up book of the timeline. And he's going back and forth. That's why you see the thing spinning and you see like all the different things and like that. And I say it's like an oil painting, right? It's supposed to represent the timeline. It's just not supposed to look ultra realistic. But people who don't understand art will never understand what I'm trying to explain with that scene. That scene up real quick. But hold on. I'm gonna get to everybody else to super chat. I know Geeky Guy sent one in. I'm gonna get to you in a second. The Flash Speed Force scene.
And also, that's why they didn't use Nicolas Cage's physical performance in the movie. That's why they made it CGI.
Yeah. But people are like, oh, it's supposed to. And I remember saying that to Adam, right? Because Adam was like, oh, it looks awful. And Adam has no artistic bone in his body. And I told him, like, bro, it's not supposed to look ultra realistic, man. Like everything in the Speed Force is supposed to mimic like a pop-up book.
Yep, there's Jay Garrick.
Yeah, it's not supposed to look ultra realistic because it's supposed to be separate from the real world.
Yeah.
But
no, I agree.
People just they have their mindset on what they want and yeah, that's not supposed to look ultra realistic at all. I wish the director would have came out and said something about like his choice for doing that. Because I remember seeing it in theater, man, and I was super excited. I was like, oh, that and oh, that, you know, like, oh, that's all cool, you know? And yeah, it's just
this was my favorite part of the movie. I love the Speed Force.
Mine too. See, it's supposed to represent the different. I don't know. You understand what I'm talking about. So that's all.
I do.
That's important.
My biggest issue with the Flash is the fact that they didn't use Reverse Flash.
That was my biggest issue too. I did like the fact that they kind of used the Savitar character. It's not really Savitar, but yeah.
But it's kind of like Savitar from the they did it in the CW show because Savitar was Barry.
I will never defend the CGI baby. I don't even like that scene.
Oh, in the microwave?
Yeah. Okay, let me go back to these super chats. So Mason's got another one. Then it goes to Geek Guy. Mason threw a $5 super chat. While I enjoy Affleck as Batman, do you think it's unfair for people, mostly Snyder Bros, to name him the best Batman when he never had a solo film? The thing is, here everybody has their own opinion. Oh man, your stream may temporarily be blocked because I played that scene.
Oh wow,
YouTube sucks, bros. I swear. But everybody has their favorite Batmans. People that grew up in the 80s has Michael Keaton, then you have Christian Bale. I usually roll my eyes when people say Christian Bale because I feel like people think that I just feel personally the Dark Knight trilogy is the most overrated thing. I feel like that's what the casuals say. Like, well, how much Batman do you really know? Like, what's your favorite Batman? Oh, the Dark Knight. Are you saying that because it's popular, or did you actually like watch all the other stuff? You know, so I just feel like it's this common. You ever watch this show that Kevin Smith used to do on AMC called Comic Book Men?
Yep.
They did an episode where this guy's like, I got a real life bat cave in my house. And like Walter and everybody goes to the guy, and it's all Dark Knight Batman, right? Like Christian Bale's Batsuit. And I'm like, are you real? Like, when did you become a Batman fan? Yesterday? Because this is all like Dark Knight stuff. Like, where's the Tim Burton or the Adam West? And like, where's all that stuff, you know? So yeah, that always bothered me. But to answer your question, just for me personally, if I'm going to take nostalgia out of it, I would say Ben Affleck is the best Batman for me. I think Robert Pattinson killed it. I think Michael Keaton killed it. We're talking about two different. You didn't like Robert Pattinson's Batman?
I think Robert Pattinson is fine. I think the movie was garbage. I'm hopeful for the Batman Part 2, though.
Oh, I'm not even getting into this discussion.
Because hold on. I think what Matt Reeves did is he took what Christopher Nolan did, the dark real world aspect, and putting Batman in that real world. He just doubled down on everything and just made it even darker. And there's nothing, in my opinion, there's nothing spectacular about his movie that was not done in the Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah, he doubled down on the darkness. He had more detective stuff in it, and
the contact lens. Come on, Rob. That was the extent of his detective skills in the Batman.
Chris is like, it's so boring. Wow, you guys are killing me. But anyway, to answer your question, I don't think it's unfair to say that Ben Affleck is the best Batman. He's my favorite personally, if I'm going to take, nostalgia out of it. But even though he didn't get his own solo movie, he was in BVS, he was in Justice League, he was in the Suicide Squad, and he was also in The Flash. So he had a lot of appearances. Like, he was around a lot in the DCU. Even though he didn't have his own movie. Me personally, if we could rewind time and I had a one wish Willow like Homeboy in Obsession, I would wish, instead of getting Robert Pattinson's Batman, which I love, I still want that Ben Affleck directed Batman movie.
I do too, because that script sounded better than what we got for Matt Reeves' Batman.
100%. I think James Gunn should reach out to Ben Affleck and say, hey, we're going to cast a new Batman, but would you be interested in writing and directing this? Right?
I would be down for that 100%.
Yeah, 100%. Get someone big and whatever, and then just have, because Ben Affleck's a phenomenal director, and he knows the Batman character. Like it would be less stress on him because he doesn't need to get his body ready to play Batman. He can focus on the script. That was when DC was in just disarray, man. They didn't know what the hell they were doing one day to the other, and what they did with Ben Affleck was absolutely horrible. People want to criticize DC what they did to Henry Cavill. They did Ben Affleck just as bad.
They did.
They were casting, or they were making contracts with Matt Reeves behind Ben Affleck's back, and Ben Affleck had to come out in Comic-Con going, "Oh, I would act like an ape for Matt Reeves," knowing full well he was never gonna. It was a shit show during that.
It was, man. It was
a shit show. Geek Guy doing a $5 super chat here. Mason is more obsessed with Zack Snyder than his actual fan base. I don't even think about Snyder or his fans as much as I used to. As much as he does. True. But Jazz, there was a time where every damn day you were talking about Zack Snyder. Every video or live stream I did, you came in and you were like bashing this or criticizing this because I said you were sending me messages, right? Dude, I go back to like 2 years ago and look at your Facebook post, bro. Every day, Snyder, bro. So, man, you were pretty much on that wiener, bro. Not gonna lie. Mason doing a $2 super chat. Yes, you do, geeky guy. Don't flatter yourself. Oh, they're battling back with super chats. And then we got the Rocky, which we already hit on. But thank you for the super chat. Right, dude, coming in. $5 super chat. Just went to GameStop before work and picked up Lego Batman. Unfortunately, won't be able to play it until I get home from work. That's the worst, man. When you have a game and you're like, man, when do I clock out so I can play this? I want to play the game. I don't have the $60 to go.
So this is the new one? I thought that was coming out in June.
No, it's out today.
Okay, it looks amazing. I want it.
Awesome. It looks so awesome. I would love to live stream it. I don't have the cheddar to fork out. Hold on, let me see how much it costs.
$60, I think.
Yeah, I think it's 60. I don't have 60, man.
It's on my Steam wish list.
I got, dude, this is what sucks, bro. I got paid today, right? I got paid. I got my YouTube check yesterday. I got paid from my actual full-time job today, right? And as soon as I got paid from both, it went to IRS payment, credit card bills, light bill, water bill, rent, and gas. I'm broke as a fuck already.
Those stupid necessities that you need to live, man.
Bro, it's $70.
70. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna add it to my wish list though, because I am interested in it. Off topic. Have you played Marvel Cosmic Invasion, right?
Yeah, I've got it on Steam.
Did you get the DLC with Cyclops and thing?
No, I didn't.
Dude, it's only $3, so it's not super expensive. Cyclops is fucking awesome, bro.
I'll have to do that.
His ultimate, bro. He just like rage beams the whole damn screen. It's so
nice.
Awesome. It's so awesome, man.
I'm still waiting for the He-Man game to drop that was supposed to come out like a month ago.
It's supposed to come out this month. I assume they pushed it back to go in line with the movie, which is smarter because you don't want the game to come out and then people just get bored. Like you want people to go see the movie and go, "Hey, there's a new game too." So, but yeah, I am super excited for the Lego Batman game. I'll pick it up whenever it goes on sale. I don't have the money to get it right now. Whenever I do get it, I will stream it because I think that's going to be something that my audience would really like. I need you guys to hit the like button though. The fact that we had 20 people and only 9 likes, like that's killing me, guys.
The trailer for Lego Batman was awesome, man. It looks like Arkham, but with Legos, like the Arkham games.
Yeah,
the fighting, the combat system, the targeting, it's all exactly like Arkham.
And I heard because I watched kind of funny games, their review of it, and it's like they said it's a Batman game for all Batman fans. So whatever era of Batman you like, whether it be Adam West, Michael Keaton, there is something from those properties that are in this movie that you will enjoy.
That sounds awesome.
We got a super chat. Right dude doing a did I skip one? No, Mason did the Black Adam. We already hit. Right dude threw a $2 super chat. Geek guy, send Rob the game on Steam. Geek guy sends me a lot of games on Steam. I'm not gonna bother him about getting Legos, but
somebody send it to me on Steam. Come on.
Geek guy doing a $5 super chat. Let me get this straight. The people who say Affleck's Batman sucks because he kills and have Keaton and Bale as their favorite Batman when they killed too. I don't remember Bale killing, but Keaton did. He was throwing people down bell towers and throwing bombs in their like costume and shit.
Yeah, the
Bale ever killing though.
I don't remember him. Like nothing comes to mind, but
I mean, he didn't save Ra's al Ghul, but that's different from not saving and killing. He just didn't save him when the monorail went over. He didn't.
Right. He's like, because he said that like in his dialogue. He's like, I don't have to kill you or something, but I don't have to save you either.
That's actually my favorite movie out of that trilogy. I know that might be a hot take for people. I really like Batman Begins.
Batman Begins was good.
With him and Ra's al Ghul, I love the first half of that movie when they're training and Ra's al Ghul's like by the fire and he's telling him and he's like, you can become something more. And he's like, what? And then he's like, a legend, Mr. Wayne. I'm like, fuck yeah. And that was based off of Frank Miller's Year One Batman, that movie. for the most part.
Oh, did he kill Harvey Dent and Talia? I don't remember that.
No, Talia died on her own in the car crash. Remember, she's like, and Harvey Dent, yeah, I mean, he tackled him to the ground and his neck snapped, but it wasn't like he purposely killed him. It was more accidental death.
Yeah, it's been a second since I've seen that trilogy.
Yeah, because he had Gordon's son with the gun, and he was gonna
right. Yeah,
and then Batman came in and like tackled him, and his neck snapped, but he didn't purposely commit murder. Ben Affleck mowed people down.
yeah, and then he branded them when he sent them to jail. So
and Michael Keaton purposely knocked the dude down. Like that was purposely killed. Like Christian Bale just it was accidental. It was Rob, he caused the crash that killed her. Yeah, but he didn't purposely try to kill her. He just tried to immobilize her. It was an accidental death, bro.
Nothing was as savage, though, as the scene in Batman Returns where Batman puts the bomb on the clown, and he's like, "What are you smiling about?" Michael Keaton just kind of looks at him, smiles, looks down, looks at it, and smiles again, and then punches him off to the side, and then you just see the explosion. Yeah, that was savage. I mean, that was 1992, man. Come on.
Yeah, that was a much different time.
Mm-hmm. That is still my favorite Batman movie to date.
What, Batman Returns?
Yeah,
bro, it must have been about. What am I? I'm gonna be 43. It must have been about 30, a little over 30 years since I've seen that movie. Man.
Oh man, you need to watch it again. It holds up pretty well for the. It's a darker, fantastical world that we haven't seen since.
I have a problem with the Tim Burton movies. I'll explain, but let me just say this first. So I was never a big fan of the first movie, the 1989 movie. Yeah, I liked it as a kid, but that was really my only option, right? Because it was either that or Adam West. So I liked it a lot, but I was more of a Christopher Reeve Superman fan than the Tim Burton Batman. And a few years ago during COVID, the only movie theaters that were open in my area was a drive-in theater. So they were doing a double feature that one night. I think it was like a Friday. It was a double feature. They were playing Superman 1 and Tim Burton's Batman 1. And me and Adam got in there and we went. And bro, I had a fun time rewatching that Tim Burton Batman movie. It was way better than I remember it. But my criticism with the Tim Burton Batman movies is it feels small. And what I mean by that, it feels like it's all on a soundstage, which it probably is all on a soundstage.
Probably.
But it just felt like not opened up, right? Like Superman feels like the world's open. Whereas the Tim Burton Batman, like you always see him in either like a warehouse or the Bat Cave. Like
sure. But you also have to remember Superman, like it takes place on Krypton, Metropolis, and Smallville. So you're going to different locations visually in the movie. The first Batman, well, actually, Batman and Batman Returns all take place in Gotham. Like you're not.
But show me a scene during the day, bro. Like
it's Gotham, man. I don't want to see Gotham during the day.
But the when I watch the Tim Burton Batman movies, it feels like I'm watching a stage play. It's like the next scene comes out, and then the new background comes out, and then everybody acts, and then the curtains come down, and then the next scene. That's the way. And the funny thing is, when it got to Batman Forever and Batman and Robin, it became even more of a stage play because you can really tell it's all on a soundstage. And then they started adding these stupid neon lights everywhere. And I'm like, what the fuck? Are we at a rave? What the hell are we doing? You know?
No, I didn't mind that, like the slight neon accents for Batman Forever, but once you got to Batman and Robin, things were just
There was only two reasons why I watched that movie. Alicia Silverstone and Uma Thurman. The only reason.
Yeah. Okay.
Alicia Silverstone mostly because that plaid skirt, holy God, when she transformed into, not transformed, but put on the costume, you see that latex go up her ass. I'm like, yes. I was happy about that.
No, I will never forgive that movie for changing her origin from being Commissioner Gordon's daughter, so instead
weird.
she's Alfred's niece.
Yeah, it was so weird, man. I'm like, I remember, like, I wasn't super knowledgeable about the Batman character. I knew of the Batman. I watched the animated series and stuff. And I remember seeing that in theaters with my friend going, I don't think that's right. Like, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
she's related to Gordon, right?
And she's a redhead. She's not a blonde.
Yeah. But I mean, it was Elisa Silverstone, bro. She was like the hottest chick. I want a car. Chicks dig the car. Yeah. And he
Yeah.
pulled out, like, what was the other one? Can I make you a sandwich, sir? No, I'll get drive through. Like, what the fuck we talking about? And then he pulled out the Bat credit card.
Oh my God.
He was ready to throw his life away just to get a quickie from Poison Ivy, bro. Fun fact.
Robin was too, man.
Yeah. Lionel Luthor was in that movie.
Yeah, he was. He was a scientist working with Pamela Isley.
Yeah, I did not. Well, because that movie came out before Smallville, but a few years ago, I don't know if I was high or drunk, but I put on Batman and Robin for some reason, and I was like, holy shit, Lionel Luthor! I didn't know that. You know,
he's also the voice of the Riddler in Batman the Animated Series.
Oh, really? I did not know that either.
Yeah, so he has a long history with the DC universe.
Yeah, I did not know that, dude. I'm not a fan of Batman Forever at all, like not at all. But I really liked what they did with Robin in that movie.
What, the grown man who didn't need to be adopted?
That part, no, but I like what Chris O'Donnell. It made a lot more sense than grabbing a little. Dude, the whole Robin thing has always been weird, right?
It is, but that's part of the mythos, man. I mean, like if you're
works
going
in the 40s and 50s, bro.
I understand, but if you're gonna do a Robin, you have to at least have him be like maybe 13 or 14. That somebody that still needs to be, taken in. Like you can't have this man shaving and have a driver's license and still need to be adopted.
But I don't think it was an idea of him adopting him in Batman Forever. I think it was more of an idea of he saw his family get murdered, and he knows what it feels like. And now this kid has, I mean, he's in his 20s. He's still technically a kid compared to Bruce. And he's like, this guy has nothing. I can bring him in and, just kind of help him out. I don't think it was like this whole I'm going to adopt you sort of thing.
I don't know, man. I don't know. See, I'm a stickler when it comes to accuracy for the most part. I don't like when you can deviate a little bit, but when you go like way off to right or left field, I'm gonna have problems.
See, I mean, I can't be a hypocrite. I'm certain properties, I want the accuracy to be a little better. And then other properties, I just have no stake in it. I'm like, I don't care if you deviate a little bit. And I think that's everybody. Like everybody has like the one thing, like, man, you can't fuck that up. I'm whatever, But
well, imagine if Vegeta was just like this chill surfer dude, like he just wanted to like catch some waves and be friends with Goku. We're talking like early on, like when he's like a planet destroyer, right? Just completely change Vegeta's personality. That would probably bother you, wouldn't it?
100%.
Yeah.
But
that's what I'm saying.
I like Dragon Ball Evolution, and they changed everything in that movie.
I haven't seen that yet, but yeah.
Don't ever do it, bro. Don't ever watch that movie. I rewatched that 2 weeks ago with my wife because she'd never seen it, and I'm like, what the fuck was I smoking back then when I liked this movie? I still think it's fun to watch if you have like some alcohol and stuff, but MK2 didn't get the memo. Yeah, that's true, man.
That's unfortunate, man. That is unfortunate.
Dude, I have a friend on Facebook who's glazing the shit out of Mortal Kombat 2. And he's like, yeah, people don't understand it. MK3's coming out. I'm like, bro, there ain't no way in hell MK3 is ever coming out. Like, MK2
I don't think so.
Bombed at the box office. Like it has to make 200 million to break even, and it's not even halfway that there. It dropped to third place to fourth place on its second week. It dropped.
That's a big drop off, man.
It is. And then you got Mando coming out tomorrow. Mason coming in with a $5 super chat. I have these Batman villains I love to see in live action. Mad Hatter, Maxie Zeus, I don't know who that is. Dollmaker would be interesting. Yeah. Deacon Blackfire and Hugo Strange. What do you say? I like the Dollmaker thing because I feel like you can go a very twisted way with that. And I think that would work really good in the Matt Reeves movie.
They used Dollmaker in Arrow.
Yes. And I think Mad Hatter, I know a lot of people mention that, but to me, none of those villains are what I want to see. Like, if if you had to give me a list of villains, I don't want to see the Joker. For the love of God, I don't want to fucking see the Joker anymore.
Not right now. Not right
Um,
now.
I want to see Court of Owls.
Hmm.
I love the Court of Owls storyline. Love it. I think it would work so good in Matt Reeves' universe. And I think they can do Hush, especially since the Riddler was the villain in the first movie. It would make sense. I would do Court of Owls for the second movie. And if he does a sequel, do Hush. Because that
Yeah,
can tie
but
back to the Riddler.
since the Riddler basically looked like Hush in Matt Reeves' The Batman, they're going to have to completely change Hush's comic book look
Well,
if they use him.
The Riddler, he didn't have bandages. The Riddler just had this latex mask on.
Yeah, but he looked more like Hush than he did the Riddler.
I didn't think so. I didn't think he looked anything like Hush.
Dude, the first time I saw like the teaser image of like the villain, I was like, "Is this Hush?"
And
I had no idea that it was the Riddler.
He just looked like he was going to like a bondage event. That's all. Like he had a latex
That's not what the Riddler is supposed to look like, man. I'm not saying that you need to have him look like Jim Carrey or Frank Gorsh, or Gorshin.
But he's supposed to be a serial killer, though. He's supposed to be something different.
Yeah, but the Riddler is not like a serial killer in the like he will murder you, but he's not like
if you
a straight up serial killer.
If you read Batman Earth 1 Volume 2, Volume 1 or Volume 2, I can't remember which volume. He's a fucking serial killer. It's
okay, but that's an example of like of 0.9 or like 0.1. I'm talking about the 99% of other Riddler stories in the canon.
Yeah, but you have to. You had the Adam West Riddler. You had the Jim Carrey Riddler, right? You have to do something outside of that. And for Matt Reeves to take the Riddler from the Batman Earth 1 story written by Scott Snyder, by the way, I felt like it was a great take for a much more grounded, realistic one. And that could tie into Hush and into Court of Owls later on.
Did you watch Gotham?
Only the first season, bro, and I tapped out so hard.
Well, what they did with the Riddler in Gotham, I thought was really cool. They made him pretty savage.
Yes, but the rest of that show was fucking weird, bro. Like
it was kind of weird.
Mad
Hatter was really good in that. You probably didn't get to see Mad Hatter, but he was good.
No, I tapped out after the first season. They because when they announced that show, it was supposed to be a grounded show about Gordon. It was supposed to be like this detective show.
Mm-hmm.
And then it got like super campy. And I remember the mid-season finale where Gordon shows up at Cafoni. What was the name? The one mobster's house with the shotgun and they arrest him. I'm like, that's what I want. And then the next episode, the Penguin and Riddler are doing like this goofy shit with Will Smith's wife. And I'm just like, I'm tapping out, bro. This show is so fucking weird.
Dude, I hated that they created just an original character for Jada Pinkett. I can't stand her and Fish Mooney, I think her character name was. I couldn't stand her.
That she was in it, the less I liked the show.
Same.
Mason threw in a $2 super chat. How about Mad Hatter cult that worship Alice? I don't know crap about the Mad Hatter stuff, man. I don't, man. I don't know much about it, Mason, man. That's out of my wheelhouse, bro. Like I never really dived into the Mad Hatter character. I mean, in the comics that I did read of Batman, it was not the Mad Hatter stuff, man. I mean, I don't know if you have anything to throw in there with that, Shaun, but I have nothing to say about it, unfortunately.
I think that would be cool. Like the episodes where he was in the animated series, you could tell that he had an obsession with Alice. So yeah, I think that if you were to do something like that, it would be interesting, something we haven't seen in live action, which is what I would like. I don't want to see Two-Face. I don't want to see Joker. I don't want to see Bane. At least not right away. I want to see some villains that we haven't seen in live action, and I think Mad Hatter would be cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Give me 1 second. Fill me in. I'm texting somebody.
Sure. But yeah, man, we need to get on the He-Man.
Yes,
topic.
We're almost an hour in, and we haven't even hit the main topic. So, what'd you think of the final trailer, man?
The final trailer finally made me decide that I want to go see this and support it, because while I still don't like some of the swapping for the characters, like Latina for Tila, Idris Elba for Man at Arms, the chick who was in Deadpool for the sorceress, Monica something or other. I still think it looks pretty good. I think Jared Leto surprisingly looks and sounds amazing as Skeletor so far.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, bro, I was my boy here, CGA's. We're gonna go see it. I mean, I've known Chris for like 22, 23 years, and like we always used to talk about like He-Man and the Dolph Lundgren movie and stuff like that. And uh, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I don't see any way I leave this movie and not like it. I don't.
Same.
I just feel like I'm gonna be overwhelmed by my bias and love for He-Man that unless they like slap him with like a rainbow stick or something, like I cannot unless him and Skeletor are gonna suck each other's dick or something.
Wow.
I do not see a scenario where I leave the theater going, this is not my dude, be honest, it was like Superman last year. Like I was so excited to have a brighter, hopeful
Same.
Superman with that Richard Donner score that I don't think there was anything that could make me not like that Superman movie. You know, like, and I know I'm gonna go in biased as hell. I'm
Me
gonna
too.
go in there just smiling from ear to ear, going, "Hey, look at that, and look at that, and look at that, and look." And I heard the post credit scene is Orko, bro.
Okay, because we've not seen Orko, and I've had a problem with that all this time.
Travis Knight has come out. The director has come out and said that he was saving Orko for the sequel. Now, as much
I
as
don't
I'm
think there's going to be a sequel.
movie, there's never going to be a sequel because they're saying this movie has to hit like 450 to break even.
It's going to lose money,
and it's going to lose so much money. And I was telling Danny and DJ that I'm going to enjoy the hell out of this movie because I will never get another He-Man movie in my lifetime. It took us 40 years from the last one.
1987 is the last time we saw He-Man in live action, and that was not accurate. This movie looks like for most cases, it looks like it was pulled straight out of the cartoon and source material.
Yeah.
They deviated here and there, but I mean, you couldn't look at, like, even though there was race swaps and whatnot, you can look at the character and you can tell who they are. Unlike the 1987 movie, it's like, I think that might be Tila. I don't know.
Dude, I'm watching that movie this weekend.
Oh, dude,
my wife has never seen it. I love that movie. Like unapologetically love that movie. But I come from a time like I think we're about the same age.
Yeah.
But like back when I seen He-Man, like I loved Star Wars, like the original trilogy. I loved The Last Starfighter.
Yeah, me too.
I love those type of movies in the 80s. And He-Man, that's all I had, bro. Like I love Frank Langella as Skeletor. I love like he's hands down the best part of the movie. But the scene at the end where He-Man pulls the sword and they're playing that fucking underrated score. That music was great. And Skeletor and like He-Man was like, you know, I would never like whatever. And then Skeletor like, let this be our final battle. Like it was so epic as a kid, you know, and I have it on Blu-ray. I go back and watch it like maybe every 5 years. I go back and revisit it. But
it's being released in 4K too.
Bro, let it go. Bro, I will get it day one. And next month in June, they're re-releasing the Kevin Smith Revelations or Revolutions on Blu-ray because yes, Walmart and Amazon has it up for pre-order right now. It's a steelbook. It's both series. They released it 2 years ago. Walmart had it sold out, and then it started going up to like $130 on eBay. So now, since the movie's coming out, they're re-releasing it. So I'm gonna go ahead and pre-order it because I don't want to miss out again on it. And let that 4K He-Man hit, bro. I will get that so fast. But here's the thing. You know how bad it's gonna look in 4K? You're gonna see like all of the matte paintings in the back.
You're gonna see the grain. You're gonna at least. So I am typically I am a fan of practical effects over CGI all day,
So
but
good.
I feel like this new movie is going to look better with the CGI than the old movie did with
Oh yeah,
practical.
bro. That scene in the trailer where like he's pointing out like all the different characters, like hey, it's Fisto and all this, and then the elongated what was his fucking name is
A Mechanic.
Mechanic, right? And then Man at Arms is like, put your net back. Bro, my wife, who doesn't know shit about He-Man, laughed at that scene, bro. And I'm like, good, man. It's gonna bring in the casuals, but also be and then the last scene of the trailer where He-Man is on Battle Cat.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, yes, bro.
I've been waiting all my life to see that in live action.
Bro, I wish so much that it would do good because I want to see She-Ra, I want to see Hordak.
Me
right?
too.
There's so much stuff that they can do. There's no way, man. There's no way. It's gonna be like the Power Ranger reboot movie. Where
which was good.
I thought it was good. There was some silly stuff, especially with Like I had my nitpicks. The Krispy Kreme stuff was ridiculous. Elizabeth Banks was out, like she was miscast as Rita.
Yeah.
And Goldar should have looked better than what he did. Like just being a guy made out of gold, that was ridiculous. But the movie, like the characters, the actors, the story, all that was good. But it was just one of those things where the movie just didn't make money, and no matter how good it is, you're just not going to get a sequel to it.
Yeah.
Are you going to go with the Castle Grayskull popcorn bucket? Hell no, bro. I do.
Have you seen that? It looks awesome.
Did you see the He-Man?
I did.
The soda cup that looks like
I want that.
That thing looks awesome. I would buy that and just have that shit hang up right there.
Me too, man. Be hanging right over my bed. You know,
I'm not gonna lie. If I go to the movies and they have that, bro, I might whip out the credit card for that fucking thing.
I would.
Well, like that would be an impulse buy like a motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
Like I really like the popcorn bucket. I'm a weirdo. I don't buy popcorn when I go to the movie theater, right? Like I don't know. I just don't like having greasy hands and then the kernels get stuck in my throat and then I cough and it disrupts.
I hear you.
I don't I either sneak candy in, but I always buy a soda every time I go to a theater. Like whether it be like a fruit punch or a Diet Coke, because I always have to have something to drink. But if I can find that fucking He-Man sword at the theater, bro, and I have a feeling I'm gonna go see this movie like 4 or 5 times in theaters.
Me too.
I saw Superman last year 3 times in theaters. Like I was just like, man, I gotta go see this again.
Yeah, it just lost all rewatchability for me, like from the second viewing on.
Really?
I enjoyed the movie. I liked it. It's just that it doesn't have a whole lot of rewatchability for me.
I thought it got better the more I watched it. Me personally.
Yeah, I'm interested in seeing what Man of Tomorrow is going to be if Paramount even lets it come out.
Supergirl's confirmed? You heard Supergirl's confirmed for it now. So now you got Jon Stewart, Supergirl, which made sense because have you ever read Superman? I think it's called Superman Brainiac, but they made an animated movie called Superman Unbound.
Yeah, I've seen that.
But
I don't know if I've read that or not.
But the comic book, the art looks like Christopher Reeves in the comic, but in the comic, it's him and Supergirl teaming up to take out Brainiac. And
so you think that's what they might be doing here?
That's I mean, it's the only thing that makes sense, right? Because I felt it would be a missed opportunity because in the Supergirl trailer, you see Kendor flying in the air and like a force field going around it. And I was like, oh, that would be awesome if that's Brainiac bottling Kendor. Come to find out that's not true because in the Woman of Tomorrow, it's just her father builds a force field to keep people alive, right? So that's a missed opportunity. But I would love if Supergirl already knows of Brainiac and like there's an end credit scene where she warns Kal-El like Brainiac is coming. And then you get to...
She should, because she she's older than him. Yeah. She's only younger than him because of how she was lost. And
so it would make sense if she warns Kal-El of Brainiac, and then in the sequel of Superman, you like, because now Lex is gonna have the power suit.
Which is awesome.
Lex is gonna team up with Superman because they do that in the comics too. When if you read damn, I wish Geeky Guy was here for this. But there was the House of Brainiac, I think the storyline was a couple years ago, and it had like all the super people, Supergirl, John Henry Irons, Superman, Lex Luthor with the power suit, all teaming on to take out Brainiac. And I feel like that's sort of what they're gonna go with. You're gonna have Jon Stewart, Supergirl, Lex. I don't remember if Guy Gardner has been confirmed. I think he has.
I think he has.
But dude, I'm so excited for Man of Tomorrow, bro.
I want to see. I hope they introduce Steel, because the way I look at it, Rob, is like throw everything that you can at this, because so far the DCU is struggling financially. I don't think Supergirl is going to make any money.
We're gonna find
we're gonna find out.
Supergirl is gonna be the test.
Yeah,
because Superman made a profit, but it didn't make a lot of profit, right? It made like a few extra. It didn't bomb. It broke even, made a little bit of profit.
It hasn't. Nothing has blown the doors off the box office for the DCU.
But it's the first movie out of the box. It's the first movie out of the box. Supergirl is the second movie out of the box. If Supergirl can break even or slightly sell or slightly increase, they're still in the green. Clayface, I think, is going to be their major profit one.
I think so. I hope so, because
it costs so small to make that the profit is going to be very much in the green. And then hopefully, Man of Tomorrow, people are going to be like, well, we saw Superman, we saw Supergirl. Like I think it's going to be like an MCU thing where the ladder's slowly going to go up. You know,
it could. And also in Man of Tomorrow, from what we have been told, they're going to introduce Diana Prince, and they're going to introduce Maxima.
Yes. And I want to go back to your John Henry thing. So James Gunn altered this a little bit, and I don't blame him because it makes sense, especially since you can't really do anything with Batman because Matt Reeves has it in a stranglehold right now.
You could introduce Bruce Wayne, though.
He could. I agree with that, and he should, by the way. But when he first introduced the DC, he said this is going to be the first phase is gods and monsters.
Right.
And then after Superman came out, he changed that. And he said the first phase is going to be the Superman saga. Right. And I remember telling Danny in a live stream, I'm like, how awesome would it be to introduce John Henry Irons and then we get a freaking Steel movie, bro?
Man.
I'm a big John Henry Irons fan.
Here's the thing, though. I want the S. I want the S. I want the cape, but if you just give him the S and you don't give him the cape, that's cool too. But he's got to have the S and he's got to have that freaking hammer.
I keep telling like my friends, like, because everybody's like, "Where's Batman? Where's Batman?" And I'm like, "Bro, you could hold like if James Gunn does this right, you could hold Batman off for many years without introducing him. And guess what? When things start to get stale, here's Batman. You got life again. Like the MCU struggling because all their best characters they used early on, and now their contracts expired. So James Gunn has the ability to hold off on Batman and Wonder Woman. You could do Man of Tomorrow, introduce John Henry Irons, do a Steel. So now you introduce Supergirl in the first movie, give Supergirl a movie. Show John Henry Irons, give John Henry his own movie. You could do this crazy thing where Lex tries to clone Superman, then you got Superman. You got a Connor Kent movie.
Well, he already did that with in the first movie, right?
Yeah. But now he can perfect it a little bit more, right? Like you had that, and I'm glad you brought that up because then we still have Bizarro out there that you can do it with Ultraman. Yeah. So you can build the stepping stones here and have the Superman family. Like you have Connor Kent, Steel, Supergirl, Superman. I mean, you really want to get crazy, you can add Superwoman. She's a newer character in the comics.
She's from Earth. She's from the Crime Syndicate, though, isn't she?
Well, she came
like on Earth 2 or Earth 3.
I don't know which Earth she's in, but she debuted in Super or DC Rebirth is where she debuted.
Because the one I'm familiar with, she's with Owlman and like it's basically the evil version of Justice League.
Oh, I'm not familiar with the current stuff, but back when I watched
Superwoman is Lois Lane.
Yeah, but there's two of them. One of them died. It was Lana Lang, and Lois Lane. and I believe Lana, I want to say one of them died. I can't remember which one, but it was when New 52 was transitioning into Rebirth.
Rebirth.
So the worlds kind of like the dimensions collided.
Mhm.
So the powers, that's how their powers were created, and one of them died. But in the House of Brainiac storyline from a year or two ago, one of the Superwomans was still alive. I can't remember who it was. It might have been Lois Lane.
Okay.
Let me see who's here.
That would be interesting. The only thing I would say is if they do the Superman saga, they need to keep Doomsday out of it. I don't want to see that happen anytime soon.
You're right about the crime syndicate. It's Earth 3. But there's other variations. You have Lana Lang, like I mentioned, Lucy Lane, who I wasn't aware of, and Kristen Wells. So
I'm not aware of her.
Yeah. But like I said, there's been it started with Rebirth, right?
Mhm.
So I would recommend people, if they want to get interested in it, Rebirth was let me see if I can find the cover of this thing, because it was awesome looking. Yeah, so it started with Rebirth with this cover. Come on. And this is Lana Lang as Superwoman.
Okay.
And it was really good, man. It was really good. I like Rebirth a lot more than other people did. I really enjoyed Rebirth.
Rebirth was okay. It was better than New 52, in my opinion.
I thought New 52 was okay, but Rebirth was much better. I thought the art was better, the story was better.
New 52 was very hit and miss for me.
Yeah, New 52, the Scott Snyder Batman stuff was good for New 52.
Yeah, that's where we got the Court of Owls and stuff.
Yeah, Court of Owls. They kind of lost me a little bit with Death of the Family, because I felt like he was trying to go back to the Death in the Family with Robin. And they
Jason Todd. Yeah,
I don't know if you read it, but he grabbed like all the Bat family and he tried to like do some like Death of the Family type stuff. It was lackluster. I think people were hyping it up, and then when I got to see it, I'm like, oh, it wasn't really all that great, man.
The Green Arrow stuff is pretty cool. That's where they introduced Felicity Smoke.
In the comics?
Yeah,
I did not.
Yep.
I thought so. In the New 52, what I read in the New 52, because it's so hard to read everything, man. Like it's so hard. So I read Superman. I read Action Comics. I read the Batman stuff. I read the Aquaman stuff from Jim Lee. Was it Jim Lee that did Aquaman? I can't remember.
I don't know.
I don't remember. Someone did Aquaman, but Aquaman was really good. And I read the Lanterns with the chick, Jessica Cruz.
Jessica Cruz is awesome.
I love Jessica Cruz. Love her. Like, man, you greenlight her, bro. I'll throw any amount. Dude, they should get Sasha Cale, who played Supergirl, in Flash, to play Jessica Cruz, man.
That would be cool. Or you could get the woman who's playing Tila to play Jessica Cruz.
That's a good one too. If they didn't cast that one girl as Maxima and Superman 2, she would have been a good Jessica Cruz as well.
Yep. I agree. Yeah, man. There's so much good that you can still do. Like, as long as James Gunn doesn't interject his like comedy all over the place like he does. What
I keep telling everybody is, and people look at me like crazy, I keep telling everybody, like, the DC right now has infinite potential, where it feels like Marvel is just scrambling to figure out what's coming, like Marvel's sort of in the same situation that the DCU was in, right? It's like, oh, we're doing this, but that doesn't work. We're releasing that doesn't work. Like, they're putting all their eggs in a basket for Avengers, Doomsday, and Secret Wars. But the problem is, those movies are going to hit. What are you going to do afterward? Because they wet the bed. They had no game plan after Endgame. No.
Kevin Feige's talked multiple times about a soft reboot and recasting, like Iron Man and Cap, and and of course you have the X-Men after Secret Wars and stuff like that.
But they got to do it right though.
Yeah,
and it can't just all be X-Men,
Mhm.
because they, because not every, like, we just can't have like 500 X-Men movies. It has to be like spread. You have to mix like the Black Panthers, the Captain Americas, the so on and so forth in there. The Spider-Mans and so on. Right now, it feels like Marvel's in limbo, but DC, you can see the light at the end of the tunnel, and it's only been 2 movies, man. Like, they could do,
Mhm.
like, we're sitting here brainstorming, right? We're talking about John Henry Iron, Batman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Aquaman. They have an unlimited potential that, like you said, if James Gunn can do it right, they got years of content. And that's sort of where Zack Snyder messed up. He put all of his eggs in the basket in the second movie.
Yeah, but we have also like some crap like lanterns. Like this final trailer, they showed a little bit of Green Lantern.
It was a better trailer than the first one.
It was, but still, it is mid. Like first, like so, Hal Jordan generating like a dollar bill from like you're not able to like generate something and hold it physically and stick it in something. That's not how the powers work. Also, I don't think the rings would let you do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not only that, I hate his costume, bro.
Oh my god. I hate that there's no green aura around them. Like he just launches like there's nothing around him, and that's the same with Guy Gardner.
Gives him the power to do that.
I know. So like even with Guy Gardner though in Superman, there was no green aura around him. Yeah. And I think that is a mistake because in every single comic I've read, every animated version I've watched, there's always a green aura. When you fly through space, you have that green aura around you to protect you. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's just a stupid choice.
Yeah. Yeah, I hate the costume. They're basing it off of the Lanterns Earth 1 graphic novel, but when you look at that costume, I'm gonna pull it up because someone did a comparison of it. But that costume, yeah, it's armor based, but it's not.
It doesn't need to be armor based though.
No, true, but it's not as big as what they make it look like in the show. That thing, he looks like a Roblox character. It's like so bulky.
Yeah, it does. Because James Gunn is using the same costume designer that he used for Guardians of the Galaxy. So that's why the costumes look all wonky and stuff.
Look at this. Look at this, man. They're comparing all the different live action lanterns, and the Hal Jordan one in the show looks the worst.
Mm-hmm.
You have Ryan Reynolds, which I didn't hate it as much as everybody else did. Then you had the one in the theatrical Justice League. And then the one that was never used, the Jon Stewart one that wasn't used in
the Snyder Cut.
The Snyder Cut. And then this one. And just like
you see how they all have the like something green about them. Like the second one, there's like the green thing in his chest. Like the Jon Stewart has like the green a little bit about him. Ryan Reynolds has the green, but this Jon Stewart has nothing. You can't even tell there's green in it.
No,
but I think this TV series is going to make us look back at Ryan Reynolds movie more fondly.
I agree with that.
And I don't have a problem with that movie overall. I think like the origin, like where he gets the ring from Abin-Sur, however his name is, that's all accurate. So yeah, man, look at that.
That's the costume is based off of, but it doesn't look like that though. I mean, it looks way.
And it doesn't need to be armor, man. Like the ring provides you the protection. You don't need an armor suit.
Look how big and bulky that looks. It looks ridiculous.
It does. It looks uncomfortable too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The one thing I will say, and I agree with the haters on this one. As much as I glaze Superman last year, the costume was awful. The costume was absolutely awful. Like, why did you go with this? I don't mind the collar because that's very much New 52.
I hate it.
I mean, I would prefer without it, but I didn't mind it. It's just the bulkiness of the costume because he worked his ass off to get in shape for it, and you can't even tell.
Yeah, man, it's all baggy and stuff. And like the one thing I am thankful for is the yellow S on the cape. That's cool. Yeah. We haven't seen that since Superman 4. But Tyler's suit, man, all of his suits from Superman and Lois, his suits are better. For the CW, his suits are better than what we have for Superman in the DCU.
Yeah, so this is the comic is based off of. But see, look how bulky it is in live action compared to up here.
But see, even the drawings, man.
Yeah, it has the green around it.
Yeah, so I don't know who dropped the ball here. I would probably be a little bit more forgiving if you had the green aura.
Bro, as much as Zack Snyder likes gray colors and color grading, even he put green in the Green Lantern, bro.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna watch it, man, and I hope to enjoy it. You know, because I never want to go into a DC project and not like it. But we'll see.
As a nerd and a YouTube content creator, I mean, I'm looking forward to giving stuff a shot. I always give things a shot. I mean, there's very few like Ironheart I didn't watch, Agatha I didn't watch.
They're calling that a classic now.
yeah. I seen
wow.
Disney put a promotion. Watch classics like Ironheart. Classics. No. But I didn't like. I thought she was the worst part of Wakanda Forever. So why would I want to watch a show about her? Because if you read the Riri Williams comic, that's completely different character than what they did in live action. And I'm like,
I'd rather watch Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
Because Miss Marvel, at least Aman Vellani, she's adorable, she's bubbly, you know, and like she knows her stuff.
Fun. Yeah, she's fun.
She actually knows her stuff. She should be working on the other side of the camera for Marvel, for the MCU. But yeah, she's fun to watch. I like her as an actress. But yeah, this Ironheart stuff, man. No,
the thing
thank you.
That kills me is, I got a lot of back. You know, there's like this thing going around that not everybody says it, but like this narrative that I'm racist, right? Because I criticized. Like the Little Mermaid. I criticized, but I criticized the Ironheart show because I saw the trailer, and there was a scene where she's like, "Who else do you think it is, Bish?" Right? And I was like, "That is so stupid. Why would you put that in the trailer? It's so stupid. It's a turnoff." And people are like, "Oh, you have a problem with that?" But when Supergirl comes in the Superman movie at the end, and she's like, "See you later, bitch," you don't have a problem with that. And I was
actually, I did, because I don't like that version of Supergirl. I think that it's a mistake using that version of her.
But in the defense of that, because people ask me, why did you defend the white character doing it, but the black character does in the trailer? Here's the difference, and this is a massive difference. One, they're trying to promote the show. So the last thing you need, first impressions is important. By you putting that in the trailer, it already turns me off. Now, if they would have put Supergirl in the Superman trailer going, "See you later, bitch," it would be a bad impression.
Sure, I agree.
It was put in the movie, not in the trailer. So already, that's one difference. Secondly, this Supergirl is completely different. She has been tormented by the events that happened on Krypton, and that's why she's drinking and going to planets with red suns and stuff. It's a completely different mindset. It's a character. That's who her character is. It's setting up the development of that character. It's completely different than having a character doing the very casual thing in a trailer going, "Who you think it is, bitch?" Like, it's
right, because when Supergirl comes in at the end of Superman, she like busts through. She doesn't use a door.
Yeah,
she's hung over. You know, like the yellow sun is just finally getting all of the alcohol out of her system, and so yeah, man, she's in a bad spot, and I hate that I'm taking up for Tom King's Supergirl, but that's the story. that is it.
Full disclosure, I hate that comic. I think that comic sucks balls.
Same.
But that is the Supergirl that they're going with. So that scene makes sense for that character. Whereas
it does.
You look at the Ironheart thing, and if I would have saw that scene in Ironheart in the show, I would have been like, okay, it makes sense in context. But first impressions, it does not play well. And people want to play this race card thing. It's not always black and white. You know, it's about first impressions. You can't have Supergirl in a Superman trailer going, "I'll see you later, bitch." It doesn't play well. You have to you have to pick your battles and know how to promote the thing. Marvel was already on rocky grounds with Echo bombing, She-Hulk bombing. She-Hulk was twerking with Megan Thee Stallion. The last thing you need to do is put out a trailer where you have a character going, "Who else you think it is, bitch?" It's the wrong. Whoever is doing the PR at Marvel during that time period should all have been fired. All have been fired.
I agree.
And it's just, people, stop making this about a race thing, bro. Stop. I built my channel on Black Panther. How the fuck am I racist when I have fucking one Latino and two black guys on my stream every freaking Sunday night? Like, people are so stupid, Shaun. They're so stupid.
I know they are.
They don't understand what real race. They throw this word around so casually nowadays. It's like, I am a nerd who is evaluating a comic book property because I'm a fucking nerd. I'm not looking at the color of the skin, right? I felt the same thing about Wonder Man. I'm like, I'm not going to watch Wonder Man, bro. It's ridiculous. And then the reviews started coming out, and everybody's talking about how good it is. And guess what? I watched it.
I saw the first few episodes of Wonder Man. I don't know anything about Wonder Man. Terrence actually had to tell me the history of Wonder Man. But it's just not my cup of tea, but I can see why people like it.
I think it's a good character piece show. I don't think it's a good superhero show. Right? Like, if it was called, I don't know, anything but Wonder Man, and not using the Wonder Man character, and it was just about this character who had this powers and he wants to be an actor, I thought the chemistry between him and Ben Kingsley was what made the show good. But it's not what I like. I like it as a show. I think you got to get back to this superhero stuff. Stop trying to do these little art pieces, you know?
Right.
Like Agatha, why that show even existed. Echo, why this show? And I feel like Marvel is just doing stuff to make checklists. Like, let's for Echo, we're gonna get a handicapped Latina girl who's actually really deaf to play this character. We just marked off 5 checks on one list. You know, she's deaf, so she's disabled. She only has one leg. She's double disabled. She's a woman. That's a check. So we got 3 checks right here. And oh yeah, she's Latina, so she marks off the ethnic. That's what I feel like. I'm not saying that's what they're doing. I'm telling you, that's what it feels like they're doing.
Oh no, like during the pandemic, Marvel was definitely intentionally checking off boxes.
I mean, but they don't need to.
They don't need to.
They have so many diverse characters. Dude, when they did Black Panther, they weren't checking off shit. They didn't
believe in that either. No. They didn't think that it was going to be the phenomenon that it was.
They're like, hey, let's do a Black Panther movie. Let's add Chadwick Boseman in the Civil War to get people introduced to him, and then let's do this. And the movie blew up. And I think they were so surprised by how well it was received, they tried to implement that in every fucking thing they did. That movie poisoned them, because at that point, they felt like they could do that formula for everything. Shaun, I don't care what anybody will say. I will argue this with Kevin Feige himself. He did Shang-Chi because he wanted to do an Asian version of Black Panther, because he thought the Chinese market would go to see it like the Black community went to see Black Panther. And
you're probably right.
Fired 100%. You can't do Shang. People know who before Black Panther came out, people still knew who the fuck Black Panther was. Bro,
sure.
There are comic book nerds who didn't even know who the fuck Shang-Chi was. So how are you going to do this movie about a character who is so far in the lore that nerds don't even know who he is? You didn't appeal to the comic fans. You didn't appeal to the Asian community. And you didn't really appeal to the Marvel community, because the casual Marvel fans didn't care for it. The comic book fans didn't know what the fuck was going on. And the Asian, they blocked it in China. So the whole reason to make the movie failed.
Right.
And I don't know how we got on this topic, but now
I don't know. I know, but there we are.
It's just, I guess the point of the whole topic was, we see the future is bright for DC, where Marvel has just stumbled over, like, they keep hitting rakes. And
you know what? I mean, they've been around for almost 20 years. I expect some stumbles. You know, that's fine.
Yeah, everybody has a bad day.
Yeah.
But when you start stringing it up, and instead of taking the criticism and trying to fix it, you blame the fans. Oh, you don't like this because you're racist, or you don't like this because, you know, you're a chauvinist pig. You know, it's like, They did Anthony Mackie so dirty, bro.
Mm.
It's like you do this great thing where you give him the shield and it's the passion of the torch in the Endgame. And how do you do him? You put him in a fucking Disney Plus show as Captain America. Like, why doesn't he get like? You're not helping your cause.
I mean, he finally did get a movie, but how many years after the fact?
But yeah, you finally did give him the movie. But the storyline that we should have got for that movie was the one that should have been in the show, where you had Baron Zemo and Sharon Carter and Bucky, and then you give him a movie, and it's an Incredible Hulk sequel.
Yeah,
you're not doing the man any favors. You're not, and then you do this Thunderbolts that no one cares about. It's about these, other than Bucky, it's a bunch of rejects that nobody cares about.
That movie was so boring, man.
I hate that movie. I hate it. Fantastic Four was fun.
I enjoyed Fantastic Four.
I've only seen it once, but I had fun with it. You know, they need to do more of that. They need to bring the superhero-ness back to the superhero movies. We don't go to movies to hear about our feelings and let's hug it out. I go to superhero movies. I want to see fucking Galactus on the screen. I remember, I remember seeing Winter Soldier, bro, and then that fucking Hellcarrier at the end crashing into Washington. I'm like, this is so fucking great. Like, I want to see the comic book page on the screen. I don't want to see fucking, hey, let's hug Sentry and let's talk about our emotions.
No, I don't want the Heroes in Crisis, the DC storyline Heroes in Crisis, where like all the heroes have PTSD. They're talking to a therapist, you know, for the entire run, and I don't want to see that in live action.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. We can keep going or we can wrap it up. I mean, we've been on for a while, man.
We have. Well, let's talk a little bit about the Steam Machine before we wrap up.
Oh, okay, sure. Maybe that'll trigger some topics for me. Yeah. So, you know, I got the controller. I've been.
Yeah. I saw your reviews. Rob, I think your volume is spiking again. Yeah. I don't know, man. That's crazy. No. No.
Oh my God.
Say something now.
Oh.
Up, still a little spiky, yeah. It's just all garble, staticky garble. It's weird. Yeah, I'm not sure what the issue is. That is weird. The chat, does Rob sound staticky to you, or is it just me? Because it could be something on my end too. Yeah, same thing, man.
It's kind of
weird.
A second. You hear me? Is it still speaking?
Still spiking, and I just checked the feed from YouTube. You're spiking there as well, so it's not just my ears. Yeah, I can't make out what you're saying now. Yeah, okay, so I'm glad that other people hear the white noise too. Now you're not coming through at all. Yeah, I just see your lips moving. Oh, go talk again.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Now you're good.
I had to restart my sound mixer for some reason.
Okay, so maybe it's something going on with your little mixer.
maybe am I good now?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe I grabbed my Steam controller and then it went haywire.
I know. It doesn't want you to talk about Steam.
Yeah, YouTube is like, I'm tired of you talking about Steam.
Yeah, man. But tell me about your experience with the Steam controller, man.
Yeah, so I'm gonna tell you why this thing is awesome. One is that I mean, I had it for 2 weeks and I'm still learning new things about it. Like like you can use that as a base controller, you can use that as a mouse, you can use that as a keyboard, and you can like go in and do different inputs and stuff. You can do it for everything. So I'm gonna show you this thing real quick. Hopefully
So really quick, compare it to the Hori. Like
night and day different.
Okay.
The Hori one is just a regular controller with a couple of the Steam buttons on it. This thing is I'm grabbing my Steam controller now, so let me know if it spikes.
Okay.
You're good.
Oh,
okay. So this is perfect for people that like to hook up their what am I trying to say here? If they like to hook their PC up to their TV, right?
Sure.
And you don't want a keyboard for your because you want to turn it on and use it as a game console, right? So here's my screen, right? So this is my desktop.
Of course, that's your desktop.
So you see my mouse right there scrolling?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Danny? That's just I'm just using a trackpad, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm at my because I have this plugged up to my TV in the back. So if I want a game, I don't want to have to bring my whole keyboard and everything to the TV, right? So I can just take my controller, right? Scroll down to Steam with the trackpad, hit R2, and boom, it comes right up.
That is awesome.
And then I can go here, click it, and then I can do all that, right? And if I need to type something, I hold the 3 buttons and I press X, and then keyboard pops up. So I can type in my passwords and stuff, and then I can take it down. It's just the things I can do with this thing is absolutely insane.
Look at all those games.
Yeah, I got a lot of games, bro. But yeah, I there's so much stuff I can do with this.
That's awesome.
But yeah, so like I said, I've been using it for a couple weeks now, and the $100 is so well spent because I have not even scratched the surface of what this thing could do. I was messing with the back buttons because it has 4 back buttons, and what's really cool, Sean, is there's sensors in the grips. Each grip has a sensor, and the sensor is also button. So you have 4 back buttons plus a sensor button and a sensor button. So I can set those buttons to like the pause button, and when I let go of the controller to go to the bathroom, it automatically pauses the game.
That's awesome. I love that.
Or maybe I want to check the map. If I'm playing a game and I check the map, I'll let go of the left side of the controller and the map will pop up, and then I put my hand back on and it'll go back into the game.
Oh, see, that would be very, very useful for something like Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah. So yeah. Hey Danny. Yeah, man. Mandalorian Grogu looks amazing. I don't know that I want to actually pay for it to go see it. I'll probably wait for streaming. What was the TV, the Disney Plus show, Star Wars show with the kids from a couple years ago?
Skeleton Crew.
Okay, see, I love that. I thought Skeleton Crew was awesome, and Mandalorian Grogu looks great too. I hope it is good. I hope it makes a lot of money because I want Star Wars to come back.
Yeah, I'm going. Everybody I know doesn't like it except for Adam. I don't understand what the disconnect is. Adam's taste has been kind of. I'm going in hopeful. You know, I don't want to go into anything not liking it. But
what do you think, Danny?
He didn't like it.
Oh, he didn't like it? Okay.
I watched his review last night. but he didn't care for it. He's like, if you think he said his exact words were, if you think this was the movie to bring Star Wars back, this is not it.
That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Now, that was kind of my fear, because this is the first big swing Star Wars has taken cinematically in a second.
Yeah, and I heard the music is awful in it. It's not even Star Wars music in it. But like I said, I have my tickets for tomorrow morning, so I'm gonna go do an ad theater reaction. But back to the Steam machine.
Yes.
We already talked about the Mandalorian earlier, but yeah, I highly recommend the controller. Even if you don't get the Steam machine, just what this thing could do on your PC. I have two. One on my Steam Deck downstairs, bro. It's amazing with the Steam Deck. Because you could do so many different things with the Steam Deck with it because it has all those inputs right there for you. But the Steam machine, yeah. I've been putting out a lot of videos, been getting great feedback on it. I got to come up with one, but I'm predicting that we're going to find out more about the Steam machine in 2 weeks when Summer Game Fest comes out. And I'm predicting that one of the base units is probably going to be about $550
$550
for the base unit without the controller.
That's a 512.
512. Yeah. But,
and the storage is expandable up to a terabyte, though, right?
I think it's expandable for more than that.
Oh, okay.
Because so.
Or is it the Steam Deck that was only originally expandable to the terabyte?
Well, I have a 1 terabyte SD card in my Steam Deck, and then when I have it docked, I have a 4 terabyte hard drive for my Steam Deck.
Cool.
So I got it marked with green, so I know that that's my Steam Deck one, and then I plug it in there. So you can do the same thing with the Steam machine. So yeah, the 2 terabyte is good, but it's not necessary because you have the ability to expand it whenever you want. And you could take there's a SD card slot in front of the Steam machine, and you can take out your SD card from your Steam Deck, put it in the Steam machine, and you don't have to install nothing or format nothing. You can just play the games right off it.
Epic. Now this tells me that the 2 terabyte model is probably going to be more available than the 512.
See, that's what I'm thinking too. But then the way I overthink everything is, what if everybody thinks the same way I think, and that's the one they go after, the 2 terabyte? You know what I mean? I'm like,
I would love that. Leave the 512 for you and I. We'll be happy.
Yeah, I think DJ said he's going to get the 512 as well. So I'm sitting there thinking like, well, the 512 is the one I want, but what happens if the 2 terabyte is the one everybody like? You know what I mean? But they're doing this new reservation system. So we don't have to fight like we did with the Steam controller. We go in, we sign up, and you get an email, hey, this is available. We'll hold it for 72 hours, and then you just pay for it and we'll ship it. I like that so much better because I don't have to stress out about it. But I'm excited for it, man. I can't wait for it, man.
I am too, man. This past weekend, I downloaded the Steam app for my smart TV so it would cast the computer. And that's all well and good, but my GPU only has 2 gigabytes. So, it plays everything, but it doesn't look as good as I want it to.
Yeah.
So I am, and GPUs are like stupid expensive right now. Yeah. So I'm just going to get the Steam machine, hook it up to the TV, and just call it a day.
So what I'm doing right now, how I'm kind of doing this for like in my living room, I have my Steam Deck docked, and for 90% of the games I like to play, I could just play it with my Steam Deck docked. It looks good. But for games that came out like maybe 5 years ago to modern time, they don't look as good because Steam Deck is older hardware. But I signed up for GeForce Now. It's $20 a month, and it streams my games to my Steam Deck. And I played Pragmata in 4K, 120 frames per second using GeForce Now, and you couldn't even tell it was a cloud game. Like it was just beautiful because it takes the games that I already own and they just put it through GeForce Now. So my Steam Deck, like I'm punching above its weight, and I have it modded so I can play Nintendo, Super Nintendo, PlayStation games and stuff like that. So my Steam Deck is my all-around console right now.
Yeah.
And then I can move that over to a Steam machine, which is going to be a bigger, more powerful hardware.
I can't wait. I mean, the Steam machine, is cool because you can use it on your TV. You can hook it up through a capture card and stream it through your computer. You know, if you don't want to tax your GPU or
That's what I'm. So, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead. I'm
no,
sorry.
no, no, no. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So I have a beefy PC. I got a
Hmm.
4070 and an i9 14K CPU. But the problem is the CPU I have is very heat costly. Like
Uh,
just having OBS up right now for me streaming right now, not playing any games, my temperature is 86 degrees on my CPU.
uh-huh.
That now the CPU I have is supposed to run hot because it has so many like cores and stuff. Um, and I guess they said it can run up to 100 degrees and be fine. But still,
Hmm.
the number goes up. I get worried, right? I don't want to burn
Sure.
this thing out because I paid so much money for it. So when you said you could hook the Steam machine up to an Elgato, that's exactly what I'm gonna do, bro.
Yeah, man.
I'll only play games on my PC if it's something that I can't play on my Steam machine.
Right.
Otherwise, dude, I want to get two of them. I'm gonna get
Mm.
one, one for the living room, and then I would like to have one for my desk. But in the meantime, I'll carry it around and plug it in wherever. I have a long cord with my HDMI cable. But yeah, I want to do it just to save on the life cycle of my PC. I don't want to burn out my PC trying to do a million different things, streaming, recording, and playing at the
Right.
same time,
I get that. Yeah.
But
Yeah. It's just better. Like, and that would even benefit people who have Macs that can't really do a whole lot of Steam games that because it's usually Windows based. So you could do an Elgato, capture the Steam machine, and have a good stream on a Mac.
Yep, 100%, 100%. And I said I did a video where I said it's a game changer, and I believe it's a game changer because it's
Yeah.
going to change. It's not a game changer for PC gamers, but for
No.
PlayStation, Xbox fans who have been like milked with money, it's going to be a game changer because you're going to have a console that doesn't charge you to play online. You're going to have a larger library of games, and it's going to
Hmm.
fit underneath your TV. And that's important, man. It's really important.
Not to mention that you can pick up a sale all the time.
Dude, there's a sale going on right now.
Yeah.
Hold on. There was a sale right now going on. And I'm looking, see here. Let's go to my wish list and see what some discounts are. Yeah, I mean there's sales going on right now.
There's always a sale for the
Every
for
time
the
I
most
turn around,
part.
that GI Joe game right now is $14.
I want to pick that up.
Terminator Dark Fate is $20, or not Dark Fate, but 2D No Fate. That new
Hmm.
Terminator game is $20 right now.
Nice.
Replaced is down to $15. Mad King is $13. Like there's a lot of sales going on, and that's the thing. Like I showed you my library, I had like almost 700 games, right?
Yeah.
I buy them when they're like $4 or $5, so it doesn't cost. It's like, what do I want to do? Do I want to pay $70 for Lego Batman, or do I want to buy 6 games that comes to the total of $20 that I can play for the next couple months until Batman gets lower in price? And
Yeah, because
that's what I
I,
do.
I would think Batman would probably go on sale around the holidays, right?
Around probably Black Friday, I would probably
Yeah.
drop down by then. And
Hmm.
I don't have the FOMO where I have to play Lego Batman right now. I can bro. I can go back and play the previous Lego Batman games that you can get for $2 on Steam.
Right, which are good as well.
Yeah, there's 3 of them, which I've only played. I didn't play all the way through, so I can go back and play those. You can get them for like $2, man.
Yeah,
Like
you
Assault
could
on the
even
Game.
pick up the Arkham trilogy or the 4 Arkhams.
Yeah, I
If
have
you go
all
with
those
Arkham
on there
Origins.
too. I have
Yeah.
all those on there. Even the 2D Arkham game, the Blackgate game,
Hmm.
it's on there. Like 50 cents, bro. Like, yeah, the Telltale Batman game. There's plenty of Batman. Dude, I guarantee you, I could probably Monday stream Lego Batman 3. And even though it's not Arkham, it still get views because it's a Lego Batman game,
We need a Superman game, man. I'm tired of not having a Superman
Yeah.
game.
I know, bro. I'm right there with you, man. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I'm like, what the hell is going on with the damn Superman game, bro?
I was happy when they announced the Wonder Woman game, and then they're like, "Oh wait, that's not happening."
Yeah. Because WB is awful at making games. Thank you so much, Neil. Real nerdy. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm getting ready to end the stream. I gotta go take care of stuff. I gotta walk my dog, and I gotta come up with a video. Shaun, I need a Steam Machine topic video, man. Hit me. What do you got, bro? Ask me a question about the Steam Machine, and maybe I can do a video on it.
Well, the thing I think is cool about the Steam Machine is it's got that light sensor.
Oh yeah.
You know, so it'd be kind of cool to customize it to be like Kit from Knight Rider. You know,
yeah. When you download a game, that life is going to show you how far the game is downloaded through the light bar, which is cool. I like the face plates as well. The changeable face. I love so much about it, man. So much.
And it's like this big. Like you can put a banana on it from what they say, you know. I mean, it's I have nothing but hope for the Steam Machine, man. I think it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I can't wait for it. But let's go ahead and wrap this up, Shaun. Where can the people find you? I do have your links in the description box below.
World's Finest Team Up was nuked with no reason. That's gone. And I have a suspicion it was the AI stuff that Terrence and I were doing a little bit. Even though AI is all over the place on YouTube, so you know, take that for what it is. And so I do most of my stuff on TikTok. You can find me Shaun Stackhouse on TikTok, and you know, they're more lax with their AI stuff.
Yeah. So I do have the links in the description box below, man. It was a great discussion, Shaun. I'm glad to have you on the show. Always look forward to Fridays when we get to discuss, because we always deviate from the main topic, which is awesome. But hopefully everybody has a great day. Check out Shaun's links, and I guess check you guys out next time. Later, everybody. Later, everybody. Peace out.
Later, guys.